Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the June 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Taurus. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month, Taurus. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Excuse me. But let's go ahead and get into it here, Taurus. Column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's coming for the month of June. So any big messages. Column number 2, we're going to talk about anything related to money. Column number 3, we're going to talk about anything related to love. And in our 4th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides, which is almost like advice for the month of June. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, starting in column number 1 here, any big messages coming for the month of June. So to kick us off here, Taurus, we have the summary affirmation card of specialization. I love this for you, Taurus. This is like having the skills, the knowledge, the power, the ability, all of these things. You're such a wealth of knowledge, such a wealth of expertise. So a specialization, we want to play on those skills. So use what you know, use your experiences, use your knowledge. But I like because like the things that you're good at and the things that you enjoy, you're going to be able to play on those in the month of June and really let them be a focus for you. But let's take a look here, see what we've got going on. So first up, we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a card that's always favorable for you, Taurus, so that's a good starting place for you. But this is a card of like finding out information, getting clarity, but it's also like life's purpose, life's path. And I love to see that because again, part of your life's purpose and part of your life's path is being able to do things that you love. So I think we're getting more information around this, and it's really going to kind of, again, highlight the things that you're good at, highlight the things that you love to do. The next card that we have is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of keeping and maintaining boundaries. This is interesting, but I feel like we need to advocate, Taurus, and really like set boundaries to really just do the things that we enjoy, do the things that we love, do the things that we are good at. And I know you're like, really? I can just do that? But I think you can, Taurus. I feel like, again, we're on this life's purpose, on this life's path. And I feel like it can be just the good. It can be just the things that you love. I feel like you can set those kind of guides and those kind of boundaries for yourself. Taking a look at our last card here, we have the Ace of Wands. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. And this is inspiration, urge to create. This is motivation. So again, I feel like we're getting clarity. We're getting more vision of our life's purpose. We are focusing on doing just those good things only. We're very inspired, very motivated, very driven at this point with the Ace of Wands. I feel like you have a really clear path forward, Taurus, which is cool to see. Let's take a look at our clarifiers now, which is kicking us off. We have the Empress. The Empress is literally like you getting what you want, Taurus. So it's so cool to see. Again, I feel like we have the life's path, the life's purpose. We're able to focus on the things that we love, the things that we want. So this is very directly you getting what you want here, Taurus. With the Empress, this is also a card of creation. So again, being able to create this path and go down this path. It's also the abundance that you need with the Empress. That's really neat to see. I feel like you're supported on all fronts. The next card we have is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands. So there could be some obstacles. There could be some challenges. But again, I'm going to hold to what I said, Taurus. I really think you have the ability to just do the things you want to do. Just do the things that you love. I feel like life is not usually that black and white, not that easy. But I really do think that you could get to that point where you don't have to deal with the other stuff you don't want to deal with. With the Five of Wands, this is also like a sport card, which to me is like there's some activity. It feels physical. So I feel like you need to like put feet in motion to actually do this. At the bottom, we have the Chariot. So very fitting here in this situation. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card, meaning there's action, there's change. It's about being on a journey. It's about being in motion. So we're seeing that with the Chariot here. So I love to see this path, this journey that you're on right now, and it being your life's purpose and being things that you love. All right, let's talk about our next column now, which is anything related to money. So a quick money message here for you, Taurus. Get familiar with the type of wealth you would like to attract. Write a check to yourself for the dollar amount you wish to receive. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything you associate with money here, Taurus. First up, we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, this is a card of needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. I feel like you're feeling tired here, Taurus. Don't hesitate to take some time away from work. Take a weekend away. Take a break from the things that you need to do. I just feel like we need a little bit of rest here. And I just feel like what's happening at work and the things that you need to get done, they just don't feel that urgent. They don't feel that important right now. So if you're feeling tired, I feel like take the time to rest. The next card that we have is the King of Swords. This is very strategic, very intentional. I also feel like you could leverage professional help to get things done. So this is the King of Swords, which is like getting professional help. So again, I feel like if you're tired, if you're burnt out, if you need a break, I feel like leverage these professional resources if you need them. And at the bottom here, we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. So this is a card of having to make a decision anytime we have two of something on a card. But this is also a card of waiting. And again, I feel like things just aren't that urgent, aren't that important. I feel like you getting some rest and you feeling better or you feeling renewed and recovered is more important. So if you have to get them done, leverage those professional resources to get them done. But if not, I just feel like things can wait. I feel like we're not rushing. Apparently you need both of those. So let's take a look at our clarifiers. These two came up together. I don't usually do that, but since they were stuck the way they were, we'll read them together here, Taurus. So we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is weighing options. It's prioritizing. Again, I just don't feel like there's anything dire. There's nothing urgent. So take the time for you. Have a little bit of R&R. Same thing with the King of Pentacles. This is very strategic, very wise, very practical. Again, I just don't feel like it's urgent. It's not screaming at me that it has to happen right here, right now. It's not a priority that we're seeing with the Page of the Two of Pentacles. The next card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. Love the Wheel of Fortune for you. This is like a turning point. So again, if you need to keep making progress, use the professional resources to get them done. Otherwise, I feel like you can get to them when you get to them. This is also good luck, good fortune. Nothing's going to shake you off that foundation. At the bottom, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a communication card, so the only thing that needs to happen here is if you do need to wait or you need a few days to rest, retreat, renew, recover, just communicate it out. Communicate the expectation that it'll be a week or so before you do it, or whatever the timeline may be. All right, so let's take a look at our next column now, which is anything related to love, Taurus. So quick love message for you. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love. So first we have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups, this is a card of like healing, nurturing, being supported. I do feel like there's a little bit of healing that needs to happen right now. There's a little bit of nurturing, a little bit of support. I feel like this goes both ways though. So for some of you, you might be getting the nurturing, the love, the support, or vice versa. You might be doing the loving, you might be doing the support, the nurturing. But I just feel like that's important. Like again, you need a little bit of love and support, or someone needs a little bit of love and support here. The next card we have is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. So these are the things that we want, but we don't quite have yet. And I'm just seeing that there's some things in the way here, Taurus, that we need to work through. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is a card of stress, exhaustion, being overworked, being overburdened. Again, I feel like these are taking away from the things that you want. So I feel like, again, somebody is going to come help support you, nurture you so we can refocus here, or vice versa. You're going to help somebody. But it's like there's just too much going on. We're too overburdened to really be able to focus on the things we want right now. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Seven of Swords. This could be like a card of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. But if you look, this person's also gathered their swords and they're moving away. I do feel like we need to move away from some stuff to kind of refocus and reprioritize and make sure we're really looking at our long-term desires and accomplishing them. Our Seven of Wands, this is like conflict. This is competition. Feeling like you have to protect yourself. In this case, I feel like there's just too many different things competing for your time, and it's taking away from the long-term love desires that you have here, Taurus. And last but not least, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, I feel like we've been waiting for this to get better, waiting for you to have less burden, waiting to be less exhausted. But again, I feel like we need to take a more aggressive approach to resolve these things or refocus or move away from some things so you can spend the time and the energy on the things that you want. Again, all of the things happening around you are taking away from getting what you want out of love here, Taurus. All right, looking now at our fourth and final column, this is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the summary affirmation card of expectation. I love the expectation card. This is actually the card that's on the deck cover for this, or on the box for this deck. I just feel like June is going to be better than expected. Expectations will be met and exceeded. So it's just such a nice thing to have happen. But let's see, what messages do we have here, Taurus, and see what we've got going on. So first up we have the Moon card. I feel like with the Moon card, so this is about making voluntary changes. So I think things are going to be better than expected, but how we get to those expectations, we need to change. We need to change our path. We need to change our course a little bit here, Taurus. We can't just go to A to B like we planned. I feel like we have to take a different route or a little bit of a detour here. That's coming through with the Seven of Swords also. Again, this person's gathered up their swords and they're moving on. We're not moving on from the thing that we want. We just need to change how we accomplish the thing that we want here, Taurus. At the bottom, we have the Hermit card. This is going within for clarity. This is doing the things that feel good in our core, doing the things that feel good in our heart. This very much, though, is life's purpose and life's path, though, too. So kind of coming full circle to what we talked about. But again, I feel like we are still on the path, but we need to take a different turn. We need to take a different curve. We need to take a little bit different of a route. I feel like the thing that you want, your heart is still in it, but just the way that we get here is going to look slightly different than expected. So expectations in that perspective. Looking at our clarifiers, we have the Seven of Cups. This is a lot of different things going on, but these are all the options. These are all the different paths that we can go. And again, I feel like we're making a change, not to the end destination, but the path to how we get there, Taurus. So I feel like there's lots of different paths there. We need to figure out which is the right one, but I don't know that the one that we're on is the right. Again, the destination is still the same, but how we get there needs to change a little bit. We have the Eight of Wands. This is also an action and change card. Speed, action, change. So it makes sense. Again, we need to switch how we're getting there. Last but not least, we have the Ace of Wands. This is still like inspiration, motivation. Again, I feel like the desire, the thing you still want is there. It's just about how we're going to get there. All right, Taurus. At this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the Jack of Hearts, the number 22 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2, we have the Seven of Hearts, number 21 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3, we have the Seven of Clubs, or excuse me, the King of Clubs, number 50 card. That's going to be a yes. We're also going to take a look at our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with us through the month of June. Taurus, you have fluorite, which is good for order, structure, knowing when to say no, clarity of thought, and having a healthy ego. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. We can all always use more healing here, Taurus. Your note says, people don't always need advice. Sometimes all they really need is a hand to hold, an ear to listen, and a heart to understand them. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, follow. That helps me greatly as I'm trying to grow my channel. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Taurus, and I hope you have a wonderful June.